For one, my boobs are just like coming out of this bra right now. Hold on. There we go. Hey guys, welcome to episode 12 of the Hormone Diaries. It is official. We have come full circle. So you may remember from one of the early episodes of the Hormone Diaries where I was just like, I just want to bleed. Well, guess what? I've been bleeding for a year now. Well, not continuously, but you know what I mean. And you know what? I'm done. I am done. This was a little project, an experiment to see what life with no hormones would be like. And you know what? I've decided that life is not for me. And I'm going back on the pill. So here's the thing. I may not be going back on the pill forever. I've actually made a pros and cons list for Cerazette, which is the pill that I used to take, and the Mirena coil. So these aren't official pros and cons. These are my personal pros and cons. Cerazette pros. No periods. I've taken it before and I know that it works for me, and no boob pain. The no boob pain is a big deal for me. But this is obviously only true if it affects me the same now as it did when I used to take it. But fingers crossed. The cons of Cerazette is that I have to remember to take it every day, and it doesn't work if I vomit. And I also just wrote hormones, meh. There's a definite trend amongst young people who are just like, I don't want artificial hormones. I mean, like, I was one of them, kind of still am, I don't know. It's just like, no, I need to let my body do its thing. I'm taking the piss out of myself because this was me. And I'm just kind of like, why? What's wrong with a little bit of hormones, eh? I've put that in cons, but I don't know how much I care about it anymore. But the remembering to take it every day is not a massive deal for me because, one, I've done it for 7 years already, and because of my ulcerative colitis, I take medication every day already. So it's not like I'm going to forget. The Mirena coil. Pros. Don't have to think about it once it's in. It lasts 5 years. And I don't think I'm going to be having kids in the next 5 years. So that works out quite well. Also, it is localized/reduced hormones. So it's kind of like just in this area, and it's just like ever so slightly throughout the rest of your body. This is what the doctor told me when I spoke to them on the phone. One of the things I've put in the cons is that my boobs might still hurt. Because if it's not like throughout the rest of my body, will I still get the achy boobs thing, which is like the main thing that I hate. They are currently hurting right now, by the way, so life is good. Also in cons, I've written pain in big capital letters because apparently it hurts when you get it put in. And then you have to get it taken out again. I'm just like, do I want that? I don't know. And then also in cons, don't know how body will react. So yeah, it's kind of like the known and then the unknown. I don't know. If you've been following the Hormone Diaries, you know I've been thinking about this for a while. And the final straw for me was I was recently in LA for VidCon, and one day I was just like, oh, there's the boobs, they're hurting again. And there was just this feeling of like, no. It was like the first time I was just like, not again. If this is how I am mentally and emotionally reacting to my cycle, then maybe I should stop them. I know a way to stop them, which is taking my pill again. So my boobs started hurting, and I did the maths of like, okay, when am I going to come on my period? Turns out, period is going to start bang in the middle of my digital detox holiday with my boyfriend. So I was just like, this is it. Screw it. I'm done. And as soon as I got home, I took my pill. And I've now been taking it for 3 days. And you know what? I'm so happy. My boobs haven't stopped hurting. I don't think it would like come into effect that quickly. I'm intrigued to see if it will stop or delay my next period. But I feel like the motions for that one are already happening. So I might not. I don't think I'm going to be able to prevent my period that is to come on my holiday. So I guess this is technically part 1 of the video. Future Hannah, how'd it go? Did you still get your period? Alright, hello past Hannah. Boy, do I have some things to tell you. So you were correct in that going on the pill would not prevent your period from happening, and yes, it came as predicted, bang in the middle of your holiday. In fact, I think it arrived like either the day or the day after you arrived on the island. So it's fine. So here's the thing. I was on like first ever big proper like summer holiday with my boyfriend, and there's my period. I know past Hannah was all like, yeah, period sucks, whatever. But here's the thing. Have you seen Greek homes? They are so white. They are so white. All of the towels are white, all of the bed sheets are white, all of the floors are white, all of the walls are white, the whole bathroom is white, the kitchen is white, everything is white. So draw your own conclusions based on that information. Basically, there was nothing surprising with the actual period. It arrived, I had cramps for like day 1 and part of day 2 as well. Boobs stopped hurting, but there has been one huge significant change since going back on the pill, and that is that I haven't stopped bleeding. So this period has basically lasted 13 days so far, and it is showing no sign of stopping. But it's only ever so slightly like small amounts, and it's the brown stuff, you know. This isn't TMI, this is the Hormone Diaries, okay? So now for like the last 5-6 days, I have just been like, is it spotting or is it an extended period? I don't know. I do not know. This is obviously 100% because I went back on the pill and my body is now just going, changing direction, what's happening? So part of me is like, okay, I'll just see this out until my next cycle and see if this stops, and then see if the next period is normal or if there's no period. Another part of me is like, Hannah, you should go to your doctor because you've been bleeding for like almost 2 weeks straight. That is the post-holiday update, but I feel like I can't quite end the video there because there is still some mystery as to what is happening and if my next cycle will be normal. Wish me luck, and I really hope I stop bleeding. I literally went back on the pill so I wouldn't have to bleed anymore, and it's like, they're just like, ha 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 ha, and making me bleed more. So I appreciate it, guys. This is my punishment for not being like a holistic, au natural woman and wanting to put like chemical hormones back in my body. This is the punishment, isn't it? Hello, I'm back. It's update time. How's Hannah getting on being back on the pill 1 year later? First of all, I changed my Clue app so that it knows that I'm on the pill, and it like changed the interface. So you can't see that. Come on, come on. Ta-da! So it no longer has a fertile window because obviously, I'm on the pill, so not fertile anymore. And it's got these little blue dots and no, focus. And that's for me to track remembering to take the pill. So that's cool. That's a new thing I didn't know. Also, you may have noticed when I just showed you that I'm on day 3 of my period. But actually, I don't know if this is a period. So now I'm like, I don't know. Am I having a period? I'm a bit lost, to be honest with you. I'm still in my head, kind of tossing and turning between staying on the pill and getting the Mirena coil. The kind of general advice that doctors give is to give a contraception 3 to 6 months before ditching it. But that's so long. Why is this such a like annoyingly stressful, like, and also hugely important decision I have to make? But coming off the pill and doing no hormones, I've officially decided is no longer an option for me. One, I'm in a long-term relationship, and being on contraception is useful if you don't want to get preggers right now. And then also the boob thing. I think I'm going to end this episode of the Hormone Diaries here because who knows what my body is going to do next. Yes, indeed. Who knows what my body is going to do next. I am so sorry that this episode of the Hormone Diaries has taken 2 months to make. It feels like Lord of the Rings Return of the King, where you're like, oh, that's the ending. Oh wait, no, there's another bit. Oh wait, there's another ending? Okay, great. So, past Hannah was wrong. That was not a period that she was experiencing. That was more of the leftovers of the last one, or the spotting, or whatever we want to call it. Who knows? I know this because my boobs started hurting. So my boobs started hurting, and as predicted, 2 weeks later, there was my period, and it was definitely a period because it was just a lot more than what was before, and cramps. Other than the spotting in between the two periods, there's nothing new. It was just exactly like my normal cycle. This one was 37 days. Woo! But yeah, we will see if I continue to bleed into my next cycle. Fingers crossed I don't, and my body goes kind of like to normal. Whatever normal is. What is normal? Okay, this episode has been 2 months in the making, so I am definitely ending it now. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope that you've been enjoying the Hormone Diaries over the last year. It's been a year. And I don't want this series to be all about me and my body and my hormones. I want it to branch out. So please let me know in the comments if you have any suggestions for video topics or potential guests. Ooh. Please give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and don't forget to subscribe because I make new videos every week. Bye!